What is your all-time favorite Super Chase from the Disney Cars line? That's going to be the topic for today's video. And if you take a look at it from a non-biased point of view, this right here, transforming a Lightning McQueen in metallic, might actually be the guy. Now, if you just take a look at it from, an emotional point of view, like my all-time favorite Super Chase has got to be one of the circus cars or Bud, but this is the first ever dual metallic release. Like, this is a pretty big deal. When they released Bud as a Super Chase, that was just another RV like Larry Camper or Doug RM, who weren't Super Chases. So what makes Bud so special and deservingly of the Super Chase tag? But we look here at Transforming McQueen, and like I said, he's got blue metallic and he's got red metallic, which has never been done before. So I think it's actually kind of exciting to think about him being one of the top Super Chases that Mattel has done over the last 8 years. So welcome back, guys, to another Disney Docket presentation. Of course, today we're going to be reviewing the only 2020 Blue Desert Super Chase, being metallic, transforming Lightning McQueen. Now, a lot of you guys asked me, Disney Docket, why didn't you unbox Case M of singles? You went right from L to N. Don't you know the alphabet? You skipped M. And you're right, I did, but I did that on purpose because M is pretty much the exact same as L, with the addition of the Super Chase here, of course. And now you also might ask, why then didn't you just review M and not L? Well, it's kind of a silly reason, but L became available like a smidge before M, and I wanted to review it before I left for college. And so, yeah, that's what I did. If I waited to get M, I literally would not have been able to review it until the time that N came out, because, obviously that is when I came home from college for that weekend there, and I am recording this when I'm home. I go home tomorrow, or I go back to school tomorrow. This is home, but it kind of feels like college is home during the school year. Hopefully that made sense. But anyway, we're going to dive right into the review. Right off the bat, you can see the card art is not accurate. You have red on the front and blue in the back, whereas it actually is blue to red. This is inaccurate to the movie as well. But I feel like they did this strategically because they want the red McQueen to be like more visible to the consumer. Like, you just see McQueen, he's more recognizable that way. And plus, it would be kind of weird to see like a blue Dinoco McQueen on this blue desert. Like, would that be a lot of blue, or is it just me? But anyway, we have Super Chase, Modele Rare, all sorts of languages. Now, instead of being in a Super Chase series, he's just in the Dinoco Daydream series, Mattel Dinoco. And there you have Tex Dinoco and Dinoco McQueen himself. Lightning McQueen dreams of being Dinoco's newest racing star. And there it is. They only show him on the back there. And you can kind of see a nice little glare to the paint there, signifying that he is metallic. So I'll be right back with him all opened up. So metallic transforming McQueen here was originally found in Australia. I don't know what store or stores, but if you live in Australia, you're in luck. He's been pretty, I won't want to say abundant there, but for being a country that's not the United States and having like a lot of people report finding it, like, that's really solid, because usually the United States is the only country to get Super Chase cases, which just doesn't make any sense, but that's just kind of how it works. And also across the United States at Walmart stores. So best of luck finding him. A lot of people have been reporting of getting him, but that doesn't really reflect on eBay. Like, when I went to go buy one, like, they simply were not that, abundant on eBay and not that cheap, which I don't expect him to be cheap, but he was a little bit more expensive than I would have liked to have paid. But anyways, we're going to just review him and compare him side by side here to the 2016 release of regular transforming Lightning McQueen, who has become quite rare nowadays, even though he was pretty abundant back in the day. And I just said abundant 3 times within a minute. Let's not do that. Whoa. So yeah, his expression is pretty much the same, but now since he's from Thailand, it looks a little bit different. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of it. Like, it just looks a little strange, but we'll pretend that, looks okay. So obviously the front half here is that nice metallic blue, and it just looks stunning. It's a great shade of paint. and tiling really balls out with the metallics. It just looks so good. So of course you have the blue wheels right there. Lightyear actually looks really bold and strong there compared to that. Looking good. Of course you have the little bolts there on the side. And then starting with the big bolts here. Graphics are looking a little darker, but that's probably like the metallic tint. And then you have the beam that is kind of raying across him right in between the 9 and the 5 there. Here it looks like it's a little bit more forward, or it's a little bigger, because here like you can still see a little bit more of the 9 and the beam just seems to be a little thinner, and this one's just way cloudier and more of a blur. So I'm not a huge fan of that. I do kind of like it being a little bit more condensed, but it is that way on the top here. Just on the sides it gets a little cloudy. And of course, moving into the red territory here, this is kind of, again, history in the making, should I say, because of the fact that we've never gotten a Rust-eze, just a regular Lightning McQueen in metallic. You know, obviously we've gotten all sorts of different McQueens, you know, metallic, but never the Cars 1 McQueen in metallic, and now we got half of it. So I guess that's pretty cool. I think it looks awesome. Like, just imagine this, you know, as a whole thing. I think that'd be so sweet. Mattel probably thinks they released that before because it seems like such a basic thing to do, but surprise, surprise, they haven't. Now, one error, as you can say, or it's not really an error, but something that Mattel did and they shouldn't have done, is they excluded the Rust-eze logo there in the back. Just a stupid, silly oversight on Mattel's part again. Like, how do they let that happen? How do they let something like that big get past them? It's very frustrating. So, yeah, if you get yours and it's like that, don't freak out. Everybody's like that. And if you still want to freak out, you're more than welcome to, because you have the right to, because that's ridiculous. But anyways, he's got the Medicaid bumper ointment, yellow bumper sticker there, 95 on the taillight. Just an overall really nice look, and a very interesting car to choose to metallicize. But then again, they wanted to do that dual metallic, and it turned out really nicely. So yeah, just taking a look here at your Lightning McQueen and Dinoco McQueen. This is the OG 2006 Dinoco McQueen, by the way. It's been around for a long time, but this is a pretty new regular McQueen. There we go, that looks a little better. Awesome stuff. Now, like I said, Mattel never released a regular Lightning McQueen metallicalized, but our friends over in China who make the factory customs did, and it has kind of surfaced on eBay recently, so here it is. And it looks pretty similar, like the shade of red's pretty similar. It's a little more orangey, I guess, but it still looks really cool. Not a fan of this expression though, and not a fan that they use like the yellow trim on the wheels there. I don't know. I know it's probably a little bit more. I don't think that's accurate actually. Only in Cars 2 did he have that for the brief period of time. Yeah, I did want to compare them. See, look, even the Chinese factory custom workers, well, I should take it back for a second because they forgot the yellow Medicaid bumper ointment. Well, they forgot the yellow background behind that, but they did have the Rust-eze logo there. So I guess you just can't have it all. Maybe we're just being a little too greedy. We shouldn't ask for it all. Anywho, here's an official metallic McQueen from Mattel, just the Hudson Hornet Piston Cup version. Yeah, there's the yellow trim. So yeah, this is probably what he would look like, just with different decals, of course. Now, the Chinese metallic finish and the Thai metallic finish are very different. Thailand's a little shinier, and it's a little bit more Zamac-y, because you can kind of see here at the bottom, like they didn't get it metallic all the way. Like it's got this kind of silver Zamac tone to it. So yeah, just different ways of doing it. And now lastly, I want to show the Blu-ray Lightning McQueen, because this is in essence a metallic Dinoco McQueen, even though they went a little overboard and kind of made him purpley. But yeah. And before I conclude the video, this is a cool custom that you'll be seeing here on my channel in the very near future, transforming Chick Hicks. So I don't want to show too much of him, but I am teasing him for a future video. So yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section below, what is your favorite Super Chase? I'd have to think about mine, but it's probably one of the circus cars, or It's definitely not any of the 2014 Super Chases. 2013, no. 2012, no. What came out in 2016? Oh, that was like Bud and Duct Tape Mather and Jay Lowly. No. 2017 Morgan Martins. Yeah, it's definitely a circus car. But yeah, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye now.